All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I've already done the intro for this video, but I want to do a new one and say, this video is me playing around. I had an idea, I wanted to run with it. It is not a tutorial by any means. There are successes, there are failures. I learned a lot, and that's really the purpose of this video, to play around with my ideas, to take you along on the journey with me, and to just, have fun. So with that in mind, please stay tuned for some transfer foil stickers. Hi everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. I hope you are all doing well. So today's video, is there a cat in front of me? I swear I felt like my leg just hit something. Losing my mind in 3, 2, 1, go. Today's video is going to be about transfer foils, as the thumbnail suggests, but it's going to be something a little bit different. Daily Charm, if you're familiar with them, they have wonderful gels, transfer foils, jewels, gems. They've got a little bit of everything. I love the company. And they post a lot of tips and hacks and tutorials on their Instagram page. So I saw this little one where they painted on the back of transfer foil and lifted it off as a sticker and then placed it on the nail. Excuse me, I'm still a little congested. So I wanted to try it, and I did actually try it once before off camera, and I had varying success with it. I'll show you what I came up with. I did this little lacy number here, getting ready for Valentine's Day, and I liked the way it turned out, but it was not all as easy as the video made it out to be. So I tried this one as well and had less success with it. I just painted a stripe down the center of the transfer foil, lifted it. I think I then placed it directly. Yeah, I had gone from trying to lift it off the backing because it wasn't working to then just applying the glue to the backing instead of the nail, so that I could be more deliberate with how much of the foil I wanted to transfer. So it actually came out pretty cool. I like the way the nail looks with the strip of the transfer foil down the center, highlighted with some chrome gel paints on either side, and then a little bit of a leaf design. But it really wasn't what I was going for, and I really wanted to see if I could try it again. So I had posted on Daily Charm's Instagram feed saying that I had difficulty with it, and they gave me some suggestions, so I figured I would try it again. So I did this one off camera, and it actually came out a lot better than what it looks, because I didn't have the nail prepped already. I just tried painting on the back of the transfer foil. I lifted it off, and then I set it aside on my palette, and it stuck to the palette. So then I had to try to get it off the palette and onto the nail, so it's a little worse for wear. But I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to show you what I did, and then we're going to try a few other things, because they did suggest, instead of using transfer foil, or transfer foil glue rather, using, I believe they said no wipe top coat, but I don't remember, and I can't find the conversation thread. But it does say in their post that they used foil gel. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got a little bit on the palette, and I'm going to use a dotting tool, and I'm just going to make the heart. You can see this is the one that I used. And going to do it in the same method that you would do a heart on the nail, where you take 2 dots of glue side by side, and then you use a liner brush to connect them. So you can make it as big or as small as you want. I want somewhat of a larger sized one for demonstration purposes. And then when we get the shape that we want, we're going to cure it in the lamp as you would cure gel, or glue rather, the foil glue. So this one, always make sure that you follow the specifications of the product. This foil glue says to cure for 30 seconds in an LED light or 2 minutes in a UV light. Since I am using combo, I'm going to go for the 30 seconds. And then we're going to use tweezers to peel it off the back. All right, so we've got our cured heart. Now, this isn't as easy as they made it out to look, or at least it isn't with using their foil transfer gel. You want to try to grab a corner of it. And peel it off. So then, since the backside is sticky, you can go ahead and place it onto the nail. And then tap it down into place. Now, because it's stretchy, it's a little bit deformed. It was pulling off of the transfer foil backing. But we do have a nice shaped heart there. I do want to now try the gel top coat as I suggested. So I'm going to grab my palette again, and I'm going to take some gel top coat. I'm using Madam Glam. It is no white top coat. And I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to cure this for 1 minute because that is the specifications for Madam Glam. All right, so now we've got our transfer sheet again with the cured top gel. And that worked a lot better. You can see it popped off in one go. Oops. And it is not stretchy. It did not get deformed. And we can just place it on the top of the nail. Now it obviously works better if you've got a tacky layer on the nail already. I do have the inhibition layer from the color. But it may stick a little bit better with a, what's it called? With a fresh coat. So I'm just going to put that right there. Get it to stay in place how I want it. I'm going to go over it with a base coat and then again with a top coat to seal it in. See how much I have left in here. Let's get our little cradle. I'm going to move this down a little bit so I can get it on the nail. It is stuck in the bristles now. Okay, stay there for a minute, please. All right, so this is the finished product. Unfortunately, the nail slid a bit, or rather the sticker slid a bit in the lamp before it got a chance to cure, so it is a little bit wonky, but did have did have the desired effect of being able to peel off a sticker from transfer foil. Now just have to go about perfecting it. So I want to try to do a few other things, not just hearts, but I want to see how usable it is to create other shapes and patterns and create unique designs on the nail. So we're going to take this and put it aside, and I'm going to take this other nail, which I've already prepared, and I'm actually going to, never mind. I was going to say I was going to wipe the inhibition layer, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is still try to use what's left of this transfer sheet to do some stripes. And instead of doing a full cure this time, I'm going to do a partial cure. So that way, hopefully it'll be more bendable and I won't have issues with adhering it to the nail. So I'm just gonna do a straight line. I want to build it up a little bit so that there's something to grab onto. And then I'm going to cure that. This time I'm only going to cure for about 20 seconds. All right, so let's see if we can peel this off the back with it only partially cured. Actually going to do it that way. So now it's more flexible. I can mold it to the shape of the nail. And get it going in the direction that I want it. I also used a lot thinner of a layer of gel so that it won't bulk up the nail. All right, before we go ahead and cure that, let's do another one. All right, so before we go ahead and top this, I want to trim the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the lamp and cure it the rest of the way so that hopefully it'll harden and I won't have an issue with top coating it. Just get this piece of fuzz off if I can. All right, so we've gone and base coated and top coated, and I did still have some lifting on the edge. I did push it down as best as I could, but we're going to have to go in and do a little bit of finish filing just to get that rough side off. All right, so that's not so bad. But I do want to see if I can get some better results. And I don't want to just do straight lines because of that we can just do striping tape. So the real reason I wanted to play around with this is because I have all of these transfer foils that have rather lackluster pickups, like the lace. I mean, I love Magpie Beauty, but I have a few of their foils and I can never get a clean pickup. Now, it could just be the foil glue. It could be the way I'm using the foil glue. It could just be that me and transfer foils don't mix. But I want to be able to use them. So I figure, let me see if I can draw a pattern on the foil itself, get a clean lift, and then I can transfer it to the nail. So I want to try it first with the plain like chrome finishes and the holographic finishes. The paper is a lot thinner, and that's one thing that Daily Charm mentioned in their reply to me, is to A, use a top coat, and B, use a thinner transfer foil. So I will try it both with the foil and then with, or rather the thinner foil and then with the thicker foil. And we'll see what kind of results we get. So I'm going to try it on the foil without prepping a nail first, just to see if I can get more of an abstract design pickup. And I'm not expecting to have really any difficulty with the gold foil because it's the exact same as the pink hollow foil in terms of the type of paper backing it has. So if it worked for one, it should work for the other. But then I want to try it with the lace Doyle from Magpie Beauty. So I'm going to cut off a piece of that one as well. And you can see it's a plastic backing that's a lot thicker. Snip. Snip. Okay, so instead of using the palette, I'm just going to go in with a swipe on the back of each of them. So let's start with the one that I know is going to work. Well, I'm relatively certain it's going to work. I'm going to peel the backing back a little bit to try to get some purchase. And here we have our gold foil. So I'm just going to place that off on the side. And then we'll try it with the doily. Ooh. Pop goes the doily. I'm going to take this little piece off. All right. We have 2 successful stories. Let's see if we can put them together on a nail, shall we? So I think maybe I'll use a thicker gel to adhere it. Let's take a nail. What color should we use for the background? We want something where both the foil, the lace, and the gold will pop. Maybe we'll just stick with the gray. So I'm going to do a coat of the gray, and then I'm going to go over it with some builder gel so that I can stick down our stickers. All right, so I took out my Sidewinder lamp so that I can flash cure as I go. And I have my builder gel from DGel. And I'm going to go and apply the gold one first. Now, while the background color was curing, I was just molding and playing around to make the sticker a little bit more flexible. So we're going to take our round brush and we're going to take some builder gel. And I'm not going to put it over the entire nail at this point. I'm just going to put it where I want the sticker.
Come closer so that we can be together. Everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it.
Takes up a little bit more real estate than I thought. So I'm going to turn on the lamp and then I'm going to hold down the edge of the stickers so that it stays. Now the problem that I'm thinking of that we might encounter with this is that the sticker's opaque and the gel underneath might not cure. But let's push on anyway, because this is on a fake nail, this isn't on a person. But that is something that would need to be considered. maybe using a fast drying glue to get it stuck to the nail and then going over it with more gel product.
to each other. Now everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch.
All right, so that's stuck pretty well. I'm going to go in and do another layer of builder gel, and then I'm going to go ahead and top it.
Burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more.
All right, and here's the finished product for this nail. I think it came out beautifully. It does have some wrinkling and warping as I had to encapsulate it, but I don't think that really detracts from it. I love the lace overlay of the gold, and I think it's just and I think it just came out very well. So I'm gonna go and do another design. Ooh, as the nail falls off the stand, it says, "I'm done, I'm tired, leave me alone." Oh, and I've got gold paint on my hands from the next nail. So we're just going to take that off the nail with a little bit of alcohol and set this one aside. All right, so the final nail that I want to do is using this beautiful box of gold accent foils that I got for the Lunar New Year. It is Year of the Dragon. I've got some Chinese caricatures and lots of different flowers, and I really wanted to try to do something with these foils that's a little bit outside the box. So I think I'm going to try this one because I used two of the other ones today, just playing around on my own. These designs are by More Beauty. I did get them from Daily Charm. I'm just going to snip off a little square. All right, so this nail, I want to paint the background gold, so I'm going to use Madame Glam's gold. And this is gel paint. It's not meant for all over color, but I'm going to use it that way anyway. But I'm going to use a very thin coat. So for these foils on the back, you can see the pattern behind it. So I want to try to be a little bit ambitious and paint out the area that I want to capture. So I'm going to take, once again, my Madame Glam top coat. And I'm going to pick a pattern that I want to paint out. It's okay if it goes a little bit beyond and I wind up with some of the black. I think it'll just accent it all the more. Right, so for this one, I'm only going to cure it for 10 seconds because I want it as flexible as possible so I can wrap it around the nail. All right, so we've got our flash cured pattern, and I like how it kind of shrinks in on itself, so it helps give it a bit of a curve without really having to do anything. Oh, it didn't actually do anything. I got the clear gel, but that doesn't help. Oh, all right, so I guess it doesn't work for this one. That's a bummer. Let's see if we can do something a little bit different. So I still want to try to see if I can single out the pattern, but I'm going to use the transfer gel instead. I'm going to cure it on the backing, and then I'm going to lay it down on top of the nail.
This place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest. I will read you.
All right, 30 seconds. All right, transfer foil glue is on the transfer film. I'm going to place it going down at a diagonal, and I'm going to grab a silicone tool and press it down onto the nail.
You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest. You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest.
All right, let's see if that worked at all. I am not thinking so. Oh, come back. All right, so I didn't get any of the small leaves, but I did get the flowers that I wanted. A little bit of the black background, but we can use that as an accent. So let's go in and further decorate the nail. I'm going to grab
You don't need to hide.
Okay, so taking the black gel paint, I'm getting all over my gloves. We're just going to accent the area that has the black so that it looks purposeful.
All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it. Your eyelids and perfect lips got me rushing pen, and I'm so lit. Like lilies you open, the fragrance goes to my head.
All right, going to go and cure that, and then we're going to finish this off with a top coat, and that's going to finish this video. All right, so that is the finished nail, and these are our two success stories. I really like the way they turned out. I hope you agree. Please let me know down below if this is something that you have tried, if you would try it, if you wouldn't try it, what you think about it, if there's anything you think I should do differently, or if there's any tips or tricks you have if you've tried it and you've had more success than me. Definitely please let me know if you have any comments or questions as to the techniques or the products I used in this video. Please put them down in the comments section below, and of course the information on all the products I used will be in the description box below. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Please, if you are not subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And if you have any suggestions for upcoming content, things that you would like me to play around with, please let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.